Hello everyone, welcome to the Elliottwave YouTube channel. Today is October the 19th and today's start of the day is the Dow Futures 45 minutes time frame. Now over here I think the outlook is kind of not extremely clear, and let me explain why. If you look at the 45 minutes, the rally from this low, it does look like a 5 waves, right? So if you look at the biggest swing coming up from the lows, I think you can argue that the biggest swing is this one and also this one. And therefore, again, I think if we count it this way, I think we can make it into a 5 ways up, right? We can make it into a 5 ways up. And therefore, we should be looking for support as long as we can stay above this October 4 for another leg higher again later on. Now this is the current pullback here. So far we got 3 swing. Now we can always extend lower a little bit more here, but so far we got 3 swing, and we can develop into a 7 swing, which is a WXY 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. But the key again is going to be in the October 4, and this is not from the Dow, it's across the board in all the other indices as well as the yen pairs and the dollar. If you check the previous high or the previous low, it will be around this date, October 4 here, right? So if we break lower, then I think the implication now notice here the arrow is turning up in the 1 hour in the 45 minutes time frame. What that simply means is that if we look at this time frame, if we look at this rally, there is no what we call a high sequence like this. A high sequence is basically suggesting extension higher into at least 100% extension. Whether you call it ABC, WXY, 1 2 3, it will go to the 100% most of the time. Okay, now we don't have a high sequence here at this point because we don't have something like what I'm showing here, a break above the previous peak and then incomplete to reach the 100%. So what we got here so far is now if we are counting this as a 5 ways up, then we are actually counting this as your first swing. So we are kind of speculating that we will form the second swing and then you will have a break above again. Now only if it does something like this, then we can say we have a bullish sequence or a high sequence, because then we have 1 2 and then we got a breakout above the previous peak again. But until then we don't have any kind of sequence, and that's why you can see the arrow is only turning up here, right? Now if I zoom out to the 4-hour time frame, it is even more it's kind of like a sideways right now. So if I look at the 4-hour, now I'm gonna copy this W here, which is this one, right? So okay, let's observe what we got here at the moment. Okay, now we got the Dow in the 4-hour. This is the previous peak in July. What we got here from the peak is a 3 swings down without any doubt. I think this one is a 3 swings down, 1 2 3, and we reach the 100% extension. We don't have any extension on the third leg. That will favor the bullish side, right? Because again, if this is a more bearish market, you would have expected ideally to get something like a 1 2 and then with 3 going to 1.618, and then you get a 4 and a 5. Now that's kind of the ideal. Sometimes with 3 doesn't reach 1.618, but ideally with 3 reaches 1.618 at least. Okay, so what we have here simply is we got a drift pullback. We reach this area where normally you would expect some sort of support unless it is with 3, right? And it did have a rally from there, so it did react where it was supposed to react if this was a corrective structure, right? But at the same time, the reaction was not that much either, right? I mean, the reaction was pretty good, but it was not a super strong rally or something that is clearly telling you, okay, I mean, at this point, if let's say if we break lower again, let's say like this, then I think you can make an argument this could be a 5 ways down with a diagonal, right? Because there's an overlap here. Or you can also make an argument that This is a 3-ish rally, ended W here, and then your X already ended here, right? So in other words, at this point, we are in the middle, right? We're in the middle in the indices, and we need to hold above this October 4 in order to get another leg higher, right? And so if you go back to the 1 hour time frame, we are ending A here, right? So that means if we can hold above October 4, then we can expect at least one more leg higher, at least one more leg higher, right? And the rally again, it does look better as a 5 ways up from the October 4. So at this point, the bias is to the upside. The bias is to the upside, even if we have no bullish sequence. The bias is to the upside as long as we can stay above October 4 over here. All right, so we'll see how it goes here, whether the pullback can hold above it here or not. If it cannot hold, then that will suggest, if you look at the 4 hour, that will suggest either 5 ways down from the peak here, or the WX is already complete here, and therefore you will see extension lower in the Y leg. Okay, assuming this is a WX structure, assuming we break lower, then we will extend lower to the next 100% of this WX. We can go all the way down to 31,480 if it breaks below. Okay, or it could be a diagonal 1 2 3 4 5 ending A here, right? It could be 1 2 3 4 5 diagonal ending A, and then you got this rally B before going down again. So the bottom line is, if we break below this October 4, no matter whether you call this ABC or you call this WXY, because it has a 5 swing down, if it breaks below, that will favor more downside. But as long as we can stay above October 4, which is the primary view we have, then we could at least see another leg higher, because the rally from here, it could be counted as a 5 ways up. All right, so again, that's the update here, and I'm explaining the alternate so that you're aware of the possibilities and what you can do, and you understand what should be the count, for example, if things are not playing out according to the main view. Okay, so that's the update today, guys. As always, if you want to get more regular updates on the YM or any other indices, Forex, commodities, feel free to check our service. We have 14 days trial, and the link is in the description of the video. See you all again next time, guys, and have a nice day, everyone.